Hello everyone, Chef here. Since I made a video on 5 unsolved Fortnite mysteries, I thought it'd be a good idea to once again look back, but this time on some Fortnite mysteries that have been solved. In Chapter 2 Season 5, the 0 point became more and more unstable until the 0 point started to break down in the Zero Crisis event. This event was very storyline heavy, as it gave us names of important characters we would get to know later on, alongside a member of the Seven. At this point in time and throughout Chapter 2, the Seven was still a mystery. However, this was the first proper look at a member of the Seven, and this was the Foundation. In the event, he came to the island in a meteor, and when he saw John Jones, he started to attack. Before John Jones said to him that he could get him to Geno and the sisters, and a deal was struck. In the end, the Foundation sealed himself inside the 0 point, creating the Spire to heal it. This was actually a really good cliffhanger. Ever since he showed up in Zero Crisis, people heavily speculated that the Foundation was The Rock. Because of a similar voice,
We have a deal. For now.
and that in the files were audio clips of the Foundation without the filter, and how the Foundation suit looked in general. And in the Chapter 2 end event, people's theories became true as the most iconic moment in Fortnite history occurred.
I got over it.
Believe me, when this happened, me and my friends were screaming a lot, and I'm sad that my recording of the event doesn't have the voice chat audio. When Chapter 2 Season 1 started, we got an entire brand new map for us to explore, and there was one landmark that stood out from the rest, a place that's name was Redacted. This location was just a road, leading to a sealed off door with a small check-in building. And for the first season, people gathered around waiting for something to happen. People even theorised that the 0 point was locked inside here, which would have been quite cool in all honesty, and would have been a bit of a surprise if it happened. Then in Chapter 2 Season 6, something happened. In a set of quest lines from Lara Croft, she tasks you with going to Ghost and Shadow Ruins. There was a landmarks that you would think would fit underneath this challenger's description, like Brutus's Basin and Sharky Shell, but there's another, and that was redacted for some unknown reason, and I'm still confused why this is categorised as a Ghost and Shadow landmark. Then 2 seasons later, Dr. Sloan and a group of IO guards started moving towards Redacted, with some scavenged abductor parts, probably to study them so that IO could get the upper hand. Then in one update, they made it to Redacted, the gates were finally open, and it was another generic IO base that looked like a direct copy of the main area in Corny Complex. Chapter 1 Season 5 was the first season that the storyline fully started off. In the rocket launch, the visitor created a crack in the sky, causing numerous rifts to pop up around the map, taking different items from different locations. At the time, we thought that only things from Fortnite itself were being sent to different places, but it was the other way around as well. Drift came from our world, and he was minding his own business in the California desert, spray painting a mysterious burger head that randomly appeared there one day with his tag. But then a rift appeared, taking not just the burger, but Drift as well. Drift's story was told by a set of loading screens that showed the weekly battle stars, alongside what we now know as what happens to someone when they go into the loop. In the first loading screen, Drift is very confused and hasn't lost a lot of his memories yet, and some loopers welcome him into the island. In the second and third loading screen, he's got some new clothes. I think Drift doing various activities on the island, plus the effects of the loop, are draining his memory very fast. The fourth loading screen shows Drift with no memories whatsoever, fully embracing life on the island, and in a sense turning into a whole new person by putting on the Kitsune mask, signifying his almost complete descent into the loop. And the last couple of loading screens shows Drift completely shaped into a new person, with no memories of his past life. His spray painter name is the only thing he remembers of his past life, and that was Drift. The rest he has forgotten. Drift's story was solved last year when Batman Fortnite 0 point released, giving us key information on how the loop works. Crazy to think Epic planned this 3 years before the comic released. And as an Easter egg, Epic even put Drift on the front cover of the first issue. In Chapter 1 Season 7, an iceberg hit the island, causing the story to change forever. But a question that played on everyone's mind was, where did this iceberg come from? Towards the end of Chapter 3 Season 2, The background for the lobby was updated to an area called the Seven's Ice Moon Base. On this lobby screen, we could see the destroyed mecha team leader that got rebuilt up over a period of a couple of days, and what the base looked like, and a bit of the outside area, beyond the walls. Then a couple of days later, it was confirmed that this ice moon was where the iceberg came from in Chapter 1, and there are many more monsters, like the Devourer, roaming here. Once again in Chapter 1 and Season 5, numerous things appeared from different worlds, but the most famous and strangest thing was Kevin the Cube. The original Kevin the Cube appeared from a strike of purple lightning one day randomly, then started rolling around the map until he reached where the 0 point was, under Loot Lake. What Kevin was trying to do here was probably open the vault to get to the 0 point and destroy it. Hang on with me, I'll get to my theories in a minute. Kevin then re-merged together under the Loot Lake house, to then go around the map to train himself up, to end up back at Loot Lake, sacrificing himself to destroy the vault, which failed. But because we were near the 0 point, we were taken to a place we still don't know a lot about, the in-between. Fast forward to Chapter 2 Season 7, and the alien invasion has begun, and in Operation Skyfire, you find at the top of the mothership hundreds of cubes, which some of them fell to the island. And there was one cube that was golden, that impregnated the other cubes to roll to the centre of the island to form the convergence for the Cube Queen. So now we know what Kevin the Cube is related to, the last reality, but we don't know where the visual directly came from. My first theory is that the last reality have always been watching, and saw the chance to get the 0 point after the visitor cracked the sky open, making a gateway for them to send in a cube to find the 0 point, kinda like a scout, but failed after Kevin died trying to get inside the vault. My second theory is that since there was a crack in the sky, Kevin accidentally was formed on the island, and he went to the centre of the island because of its immense power, kinda like why the Ice King came to the island in Chapter 1 Season 7. And when Kevin died, it sent some kind of wave to the last reality, and they received it and decided to focus their efforts on getting the 0 point. Well, I hope you enjoyed 5 Fortnite mysteries that have been solved. The first week of Chef's Chilled Summer is over, so stay tuned next week for a look at a creative map.